Delhi ground. iFly 5154 with information India. Requesting push and start.
Delhi ground. iFly 6615 with information India. Requesting push and start.
Pushback approved facing west. iFly 1103.
Pushback approved facing east. iFly 5154.
Delhi ground. UPS 277 heavy with information Lima. Requesting push and start.
Delhi ground. Vistara 555 with information Lima. Requesting push and start.
Pushback approved facing east. UPS 277 heavy.
Pushback approved facing south. Vistara 555.
Delhi ground. iFly 1103 ready to taxi. Runway 28 via November 7. Kilo. iFly 1103.
Delhi ground. iFly 5154 ready to taxi. Runway 28 via November. Link 39er. Kilo. iFly 5154.
Pushback approved facing east. iFly 6615. Delhi Tower. iFly 2111 on final 28.
Delhi ground. UPS 277 heavy ready to taxi. Runway 28 via November. Kilo. UPS 277 heavy.
Delhi ground. Vistara 555 ready to taxi. Runway 29er right via Alpha. Vistara 555.
Delhi ground. iFly 5363 with information Lima. Requesting push and start. Pushback approved facing west. iFly 5363.
Runway 28, clear to land. iFly 2111. Delhi ground. iFly 6615 ready to taxi.
Delhi ground. SpiceJet 89390 with information Lima. Requesting push and start.
Delhi Tower, Vistara 718 on final 28. Runway 28, via November, link 39er, Kilo. iFly 6615, enter final runway 29er left, Vistara 718. Delhi Tower, Vistara 718 at runway 29er left.
Delhi ground, iFly 5363 ready to taxi. Runway 28 via November, link 39er, Kilo. iFly 5363.
Runway 29er left, cleared to land, Vistara 718.
Runway 28, line up and wait. Line up behind next landing aircraft. UPS 277 Heavy.
Push back approved facing east. SpicerJet 8939er.
Delhi Tower, FedEx 5384 Heavy on final 28.
Delhi ground, iFly 5009er with information Lima, requesting push and start.
Runway 29er right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure, Vistara 555.
Runway 28 via November, Kilo. iFly 5363.
Negative. I'm arrival. iFly 2111. Taxi to ramp via link 34. November. iFly 2111.
Pushback approved facing east, iFly 5009er.
Runway 28, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. UPS 277 Heavy.
Runway 28, line up and wait. iFly 5154.
Delhi ground, SpicerJet 8939er ready to taxi.
Delhi ground, iFly 5162 with information Lima, requesting push and start.
Command property error. FedEx 5384 Heavy. Runway 28, clear to land. FedEx 5384 Heavy.
Runway 28, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. iFly 5154.
Delhi ground, iFly 5009 are ready to taxi.
Runway 28, line up and wait. Line up behind the next landing aircraft. iFly 1103.
Taxi to ramp via Tango 4, Romeo 4, Charlie, Vistara 718.
Runway 28, via November, link 39er, Kilo, iFly 5009er.
Runway 28, via November, link 39er, Kilo, SpicerJet 8939er.
Cross runway 29 right, Vistara 718.
Delhi Tower, iFly 519 right on final 29 at left. Runway 29 at left, cleared to land. iFly 519 right.
Taxi to ramp, via link 34. November, FedEx 5384 Heavy.
Pushback approved facing east. iFly 5162.
Runway 28, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. iFly 1103.
Runway 28, line up and wait. iFly 6615.
Delhi Tower, Alight 712 on final 28.
Delhi ground, iFly 5054 with information Lima, requesting push and start. Pushback approved facing east, iFly 5054.
Runway 28, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. iFly 6615.
Delhi ground, iFly 5162 ready to taxi.
Runway 28, line up and wait. iFly 5363.
Delhi ground, Royal Bhutan 201 with information Lima, requesting push and start. Pushback approved facing west, Royal Bhutan 201.
Delhi ground, iFly 5054 ready to taxi. Runway 28, via link 34, Kilo. iFly 5054. Runway 28, via link 39er, Kilo. iFly 5054. Follow company, iFly 5162.
Runway 28, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. iFly 5363.
Delhi ground, iFly 6047 with information Lima, requesting push and start. Pushback approved facing east, iFly 6047.
Runway 28, clear to land. Allied 712. Delhi Tower, SpiceJet 9er on final 29er left.
Taxi to ramp, via Tango 4, Romeo 4, Alpha, November, iFly 5198.
Runway 28, line up and wait. Line up behind next landing aircraft. iFly 5009er.
Runway 29er left, clear to land. SpiceJet 9er
Cross runway 29 right, iFly 5198.
Delhi ground, Royal Bhutan 201 ready to taxi. Runway 29 right, at Papa 5, via Charlie, Alpha, Royal Bhutan 201. Delhi ground, iFly 6047 ready to taxi. Runway 28, via November 8, link 34, Kilo, iFly 6047.
Delhi ground, Vistara 643 with information Lima, requesting push and start. Pushback approved facing east, Vistara 643.
Delhi ground, iFly 2009er with information Lima, requesting push and start.
Runway 29 right, at Papa 5, via Charlie, link 5, Alpha, Royal Bhutan 201.
Delhi Tower, Express India 735 on final 28.
Runway 28, Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. iFly 5009er.
Taxi to ramp via Kilo, November 7, Allied 712.
Pushback approved facing east. iFly 2009er.
Hold position, Allied 712.
Delhi ground. Vistara 643 ready to taxi.
Runway 28, line up and wait. SpiceJet 8939er.
Continue taxi, Allied 712.
Runway 28, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. SpiceJet 8939er.
Command property error. iFly 5054.
Delhi ground. iFly 2331 with information Lima. Requesting push and start. Delhi Tower. iFly 5169er on final 28.
Delhi ground. iFly 2009er ready to taxi. Runway 28 via link 34 Kilo. iFly 2009er.
Runway 29 right at Papa 5 via link 8 Alpha. Vistara 643.
Runway 28, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. iFly 5054.
Taxi to ramp via Romeo 4, Alpha, cross runway 29er right, SpiceJet 9er37.
Pushback approved facing east. iFly 2331.
Runway 28 cleared to land. Express India 735.
Runway 28, line up and wait. Line up behind next landing aircraft. iFly 5162.
Delhi ground. iFly 2254 with information Lima. Requesting push and start. Pushback approved facing north. iFly 2254.
Delhi Tower, Air India 543 on final 29er left. Runway 29er left, cleared to land, Air India 543.
Delhi ground. iFly 2331 ready to taxi.
Delhi ground. iFly 5257 with information Lima. Requesting push and start.
Runway 28, via link 34, Kilo. iFly 2331.
Runway 28, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. iFly 5162.
Taxi to ramp via Kilo, Alpha, Charlie, Express India 735. Runway 28, clear to land. iFly 5169.
Delhi ground. iFly 2254 ready to taxi.
Delhi ground. Air India 281 Heavy with information Lima, requesting push and start.
Delhi Tower, iFly 2134 on final 28.
Pushback approved facing east. iFly 5257.
Runway 29 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Royal Bhutan 201.
Runway 29 right, line up and wait. Vistara 643.
Runway 28 via link 39er, Kilo, iFly 2254.
Runway 28, line up and wait. iFly 6047.
Delhi Tower, Smart Links 131 on final 29er left.
Taxi to ramp via link 34, November. iFly 5169.
Delhi ground. iFly 5257 ready to taxi.
Runway 28, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. iFly 6047.
Runway 28, line up and wait. iFly 2009er.
Pushback approved facing west. Air India 281 Heavy.
Runway 28, clear to land. iFly 2134.
Delhi ground, iFly 2206 with information Lima, requesting push and start. Pushback approved facing north, iFly 2206.
Runway 29er left, clear to land. Smart Links 131.
Runway 28, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure, iFly 2009er.
Runway 28, line up and wait. Line up behind next landing aircraft. iFly 2331.
Delhi Tower, Vistara 116 on final 28.
Runway 28 via link 34, Kilo, iFly 5257.
Runway 29 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Vistara 643. Taxi to ramp via Romeo 4, Alpha, Air India 543.
Delhi ground. Air India 281 Heavy ready to taxi.
Delhi ground, iFly 2206 ready to taxi. Runway 28, via November, link 34, Kilo, iFly 2206.
Delhi ground, iFly 2016 with information Lima, requesting push and start. Pushback approved facing north, iFly 2016.
Cross runway 29 right, Air India 543.
Runway 29 right, at the par 5, via link 6. Alpha, Air India 281 Heavy.
Delhi Tower, iFly 2015 on final 29er left. Runway 28, clear to land. Vistara 116.
Taxi to ramp, via Kilo, link 34, November, iFly 2134. Taxi to ramp, via Kilo, link 39er, November, iFly 2134.
Hold position, iFly 2206.
Runway 28, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. iFly 2331.
Delhi ground, iFly 2016 ready to taxi.
Continue taxi, iFly 2206.
Delhi ground, iFly 2114 with information Lima, requesting push and start.
Runway 28, line up and wait. Line up behind next landing aircraft. iFly 2254.
Delhi Tower, the Star 9er 4 on final 28. Enter final runway 29er left, the Star 9er 4. Delhi Tower, the Star 9er 4 at runway 29er left.
Taxi to ramp, via Romeo 4, Alpha, November, cross runway 29er right, Smart Links 131.
Runway 29er left, clear to land. iFly 2015.
Runway 28 via November, link 34, Kilo, iFly 2016.
Delhi ground, Vistara 25 Heavy with information Lima, requesting push and start. Pushback approved facing west, Vistara 25 Heavy.
Pushback approved facing north. iFly 2114.
Taxi to ramp via Kilo Alpha Vistara 116.
Runway 28, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure, iFly 2254.
Runway 28, line up and wait. iFly 5257.
Delhi Tower, iFly 2008 on final 28. Runway 29er left, clear to land. Vistara 994. Runway 29er right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Air India 281 Heavy.
Delhi ground, iFly 2114 ready to taxi.
Delhi ground, Vistara 25 Heavy ready to taxi.
Delhi ground, Air India 382 with information Lima, requesting push and start. Runway 28, via link 39er. Kilo, iFly 2114.
Runway 28, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. iFly 5257.
Command property error. iFly 2015. Taxi to ramp via Romeo 4, Charlie, November. Cross runway 29 right, iFly 2015.
Runway 28, line up and wait. iFly 2206.
Delhi Tower, Air India 126 Heavy on final 28.
Runway 28, clear to land. iFly 2008.
Runway 29 right at Papa 5 via Alpha Vistara 25 Heavy.
Runway 28, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. iFly 2206.
Delhi ground, Air India 469er with information Lima, requesting push and start. Pushback approved facing east. Air India 469er. Delhi Tower, Vistara 162 on final 29er left.
Taxi to ramp via Romeo 4, Charlie, Vistara 994. Cross runway 29er right, Vistara 994.
Delhi ground, Vistara 993 with information Lima, requesting push and start. Pushback approved facing south, Vistara 993. Delhi Tower, Airline 846 on final 28.
Runway 29er left. Clear to land. Vistara 162. Delhi ground. Air India 469er ready to taxi. Runway 29er right at Popper 5, via Gate, Alpha, Air India 469er.
Delhi Tower, Vistara 830 on final 29er left.
Runway 28, cleared to land. Air India 126 heavy.
Delhi ground, Vista 903 ready to taxi.
Taxi to ramp via link 34, November, iFly 2008.
Runway 28, line up and wait. Line up behind next landing aircraft. iFly 2016.
Pushback approved facing west. Air India 382.
Delhi ground. iFly 53906 with information Lima, requesting push and start. Pushback approved facing east. iFly 53906.
Runway 29er right at Papa 5 via Alpha. Vista 903. Runway 28, clear to land. Airline 846.
Delhi ground. Air India 475 with information Lima, requesting push and start. Runway 29er right, line up and wait. Vistara 25 heavy.
Delhi Tower, iFly 2221 on final 28.
Runway 29er left, cleared to land. Vistara 830.
Runway 28, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. iFly 2016.
Delhi Tower, Air India 446 on final 29er left.
Taxi to ramp, via Kilo, Alpha. Air India 126 heavy.
Runway 28, line up and wait. Line up behind next landing aircraft. iFly 2114.
Runway 29er right, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Vistara 25 heavy.
Runway 29er right, line up and wait. Air India 469er.
Runway 29er right, at Papa 5, via Alpha. Air India 382. Delhi ground, Air India 382 ready to taxi.
Pushback approved facing east. Air India 475.
Delhi ground. iFly 53906 ready to taxi. Runway 28 via link 34, Kilo, iFly 53906.
Taxi to ramp via Alpha. Cross runway 29 right. Vistara 162.
Delhi Tower. Vistara 972 on final 29er left.
Runway 29er left, cleared to land. Air India 446.
Runway 28, clear to land. iFly 2221.
Delhi ground, German cargo 59er 2 heavy with information Lima, requesting push and start.
Taxi to ramp via Kilo, Alpha. Airline 846.
Delhi ground. Air India 475 ready to taxi. Runway 29 right at Papa 5 via Alpha. Air India 475.
Runway 28, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. iFly 2114.
Runway 29 right. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Air India 469er.
Runway 29 right. Line up and wait. Vista 903. Runway 29 right. Line up and wait. Vista 903.
Pushback approved facing east. German cargo 59er 2 heavy.
Delhi ground. Vistara 753 with information Lima, requesting push and start.
Taxi to ramp via Alpha. Cross runway 29 right. Vistara 830.
Runway 29er left, cleared to land. Vistara 972.
Delhi Tower, iFly 2102 on final 28.
Runway 29 right. Cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Vista 903.
Runway 29 right. Line up and wait. Air India 382.
Delhi Tower, Vistara 704 on final 29 left.
Taxi to ramp via Kilo. Link 39er. November. iFly 2221.
Runway 28, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. iFly 53906.
Delhi ground, German cargo 59er 2 heavy ready to taxi.
Delhi ground. Air India 767 with information Lima, requesting push and start.
Pushback approved facing south. Vistara 753.
Runway 28, via November, link 33. Kilo, German cargo 592 heavy. Taxi to ramp, via Alpha. Air India 446.
Runway 29 right, cleared for immediate takeoff, on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Air India 382.
Delhi Tower, iFly 2661 on final 28.
Runway 29 right, line up and wait. Air India 475.
Runway 28, cleared to land. iFly 2102.
Runway 29 left, clear to land. Vistara 704. Cross runway 29 right. Air India 446.
Taxi to ramp, via Romeo 4. Charlie. Vistara 972.
Pushback approved facing east. Air India 767.
Delhi ground. Vistara 753 ready to taxi.
Delhi Tower, iFly 5036 on final 29 left.
Runway 29 right at Papa 5 via Alpha. Vistara 753.
Runway 29 right, cleared for takeoff, on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Air India 475.
Delhi ground, Air India 388 with information Lima, requesting push and start.
Delhi ground, Vistara 627 with information Lima, requesting push and start.
Pushback approved facing south. Air India 388.
Pushback approved facing south. Vistara 627.
Delhi ground. Air India 767 ready to taxi. Runway 29 right at Papa 5 via Alpha. Air India 767.
Cross runway 29 right. Vistara 972.
Runway 28, clear to land. iFly 2661.
Runway 29 left, clear to land. iFly 5036.
Taxi to ramp, via Kilo, link 39er, iFly 2102.
Taxi to ramp, via Charlie. Cross runway 29 right. Vistara 704. Runway 28, line up and wait. Line up behind next landing aircraft.
German Cargo 592 Heavy.
Delhi Tower, iFlight 21371 on final 28.
Delhi Ground, Air India 388 ready to taxi.
Delhi Ground, Vistara 627 ready to taxi. Runway 29 right, at Papa 5, via Alpha. Vistara 627.
Runway 29 right, at Papa 5, via Alpha. Air India 388.
Runway 29 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Vistara 753.
Delhi Tower, Express India 15904 on final 28.
Taxi to ramp, via Kilo. Link 39er, November 8. iFlight 2661.
Runway 28, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. German Cargo 592 Heavy.
Hold position. Vistara 972.
Runway 28, clear to land. iFlight 2137.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 28. iFlight 2113. Delhi Ground, iFlight 2113 with information Lima, requesting push and start.
Runway 29 right, line up and wait. Air India 767.
Continue taxi. Vistara 972.
Delhi Ground, iFlight 2315 with information Lima, requesting push and start.
Taxi to ramp, via Alpha. Cross runway 29 right. iFly 5036.
Delhi Ground, iFly 1155 with information Lima, requesting push and start.
Delhi Ground, iFly 20890 with information Lima, requesting push and start.
Delhi Ground, iFlight 2113 ready to taxi. Runway 28, via Kilo. iFlight 2113.
Runway 27, read you 3 by 5. Air India 767. Negative. Need correct runway. Air India 767. Runway 29 right. Air India 767. Runway 29 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Air India 767.
Delhi Tower, iFlight 21905 on final 28.
Hold position. iFlight 2113.
Taxi to ramp via Kilo. Link 39er, November, iFlight 2137.
Pushback approved facing east. iFly 2315.
Pushback approved facing east. iFly 1155.
Pushback approved facing north. iFly 2089.
Runway 28, clear to land. Express India 15904.
Runway 29 right, cleared for takeoff. Air India 767. Delhi ground, SpiceJet 8157 with information Lima, requesting push and start.
Continue taxi. iFly 2113.
Runway 29 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Vistara 627.
Taxi to ramp via Alpha, Charlie, Express India 15904.
Delhi ground. iFly 2315 ready to taxi.
Delhi ground, iFly 2089 ready to taxi.
Delhi ground. iFly 1155 ready to taxi. Runway 28 via Kilo. iFly 1155.
Follow company. iFly 2315.
Taxi to runway 28 via Kilo. iFly 2089.
Runway 29 right, line up and wait. Air India 388.
Runway 28, cleared to land. iFly 21905.
Delhi ground, Express India 795 with information Lima, requesting push and start. Pushback approved facing south. Express India 795.
Delhi ground, Air India 407 with information Lima, requesting push and start. Runway 29 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Air India 388.
Pushback approved facing west. SpiceJet 8157.
Delhi Tower, iFly 2416 on final 28.
Runway 28, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. iFly 2113.
taxi to ramp via link 34. November, iFly 219 or 5.
Runway 28, clear to land. iFly 2416.
Delhi ground. Express India 795 ready to taxi. Runway 29 right at the par 5 via Alpha. Express India 795.
Runway 28, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.